Hiya, welcome to the Achievable Bodies online studio. We're just going to do a little 10-minute breathe and stretch. You can do it at home, you can do it at your office, you can even do it if you're homeschooling your kids and you're sat around your table and you just feel like all you've done is sit and try to concentrate, try to help other people concentrate, try to cope and try to deal with things. A 10-minute break, you would have it if the kids were at school or if you were actually out at work. You'd have that time when you went to get your coffee, tea, juice, water, or go to the loo, or the kids would have a coffee break, a juice break. So you have to remember, when you are working from home or working with your kids from home, those breaks count. It's like your commute to work is your wind up and your commute away from work is your wind down. And if you're not doing that anymore, you still have to give yourself that time at the beginning and the end of the day to get yourself up and down rather than slam straight into it. It helps you psychologically and physically. So we're just going to imagine we've got to 11:30 and we just feel that we've done nothing but sit, motivate, concentrate, deal. We're just going to take what would be your coffee break, your loo break, your playground break, and use a little bit of that time here and now to just catch up with yourself. And my chair is very slippy, so I'm hoping we're going to work on this. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to do, if your feet reach the floor, mine never do, plant them firmly on the floor. You can come forward a little bit if you want, but if it's uncomfortable, sit back into that chair. Just for the moment, roll the shoulders. So if you've got your hands here all the time, bring them by the side. Now, who here can hear their shoulders clicking and clunking? Okay, bring them forward. Okay. Oh. Now, just if you lift one back, imagine that you're trying to get something off your shoulder. Other one. Don't feel silly doing this. If it feels good, you do it. Now, bring them both forward and back. When you come forward, you're hiking your rucksack or your handbag or your coat on. And then just take it. Now your head lives at the back of your body, so I want you to roll. You can have your hands here. If you're sitting at work doing it and you feel silly with your arms by your side, just roll it. Now please don't go all the way around. We are not allowed to teach you to do that because of neck instabilities in people. If you do go all the way around normally, I can't stop you doing it, but I can't teach it. Then you just look straight down and up. Now you can see I'm not pushing my head a long way back. We're mobilizing. If you can go back, and it doesn't pinch and it doesn't hurt, let it drop. Your neck is a ball and socket joint. So you're trying to get the whole of that joint oiled. Look over your shoulder. You don't have to go at the same speed as me. If you're doing this in the evening at the end of your day, you can go a bit slower. In 4, 3, 2, just take it. Now you can see very easily on one side how much easier it is for me than the other. Maybe you do that awful thing I see people doing of holding their phone between the head and the shoulder like this. Can you imagine what that's doing to your body? Use your hand. Use speakerphone. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Rest. Take it again. Rest. Now, if you're working with children and you're trying to get to breathe in, kids, I want you to imagine your lungs as balloons, and I want you to try and get air right to the bottom. And then push it out. You want to fill the whole of those lungs with air. Good. Okay, so now bring one arm up, take it with the other arm, just lean without falling off your bum cheek. Pulse very gently. feels good. It always feels good. Come down, other side. The more you slouch, if you think about it, your internal organs all have a place in your body. So the more you slouch, the more they get squished. And you want them to work properly, don't you? So we're trying really hard to open them up. Now I'm going to take my arm across my body. I've got my palm facing me. I'm going to put the forearm on the other one. I'm not turning, but I'm just gently pulsing it. Yeah? I'm trying to encourage that shoulder blade to lift away from the rib cage. Get a gap there. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to change side. This arm comes across. The inside of this arm goes on the outside of that arm. Everybody gets confused, but what I do see a lot of is this arm bent. There's no pressure there. You're still pushing through. Woo. We've got this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this arm comes up. I'll go sideways so you can see. It's going to go in here. Now you're going to lift your body up and lean as far as you can, keeping both bum cheeks on the floor. If you want to gently pulse, stretching out now where the shoulder muscles go all the way down into the back and change. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to put my left hand on my right knee. My right hand is going to go here. So I'm going 1, and then I've got this big bit here you might not have. And then I'm going to pull on the back hand and turn as if I'm going to talk to someone behind me. You've got the little struts, you can pull on the strut. I am pulling on that to try and make turn, because I can do this, but I want that rib cage lifted. Keep looking at whoever or whatever is behind you. And release. Now I'm going to go the other side. Obviously you don't have to turn the chair, but I'm trying to show that this bit is staying here. Taking it over. Now I'm using the struts because I've got little arms and this is a bit uncomfortable. So I'm going to pull. I'm literally pushing on that hand. You can see this is my tight side. I can't get half as good, but I'm going to keep pushing. I'm pushing that knee and I'm pushing on that one. You want to try, even if you are, come back round to the front. Even if you do very much have one weird side and one not quite so weird side, do try and train them equally. Don't give in to that bad side unless you've been told to. Okay, I want you to drop the head. Now, if you've got your feet on the floor, imagine you're going to look for something under your desk. And as you come up, each bone in turn, roll down. See, my feet don't reach the floor, so I've got to cheat a little bit. Imagine you're looking for something on the floor under your desk. Two more. Rolly, rolly, roll. Up. One more. You're almost done. We're not doing anything that's going to take longer than 10 minutes. Ooh, foot out, circle. So when we're sitting all day, obviously the blood pools in the feet, change direction. But also the feet tend to stay, not in one position, but point and release. You've got to move those ankles. If you're doing this in the winter and you wear boots and heavy shoes all the time, try to get that joint mobile. Figure of 8, go on, you can do it. You're doing this under your desk, no one can see, no one cares, no one actually is really watching. They're all just concentrating on themselves, other side, up and down. All circles, I've got to come forward. Oh, the joys of being 5'1". Circle. We're nearly done. Figure of 8. Try not to do it with your tongue, with your eyeballs. Okay, so right, now we're just going to take some deep breaths. Deep breathing actually is really good. Mental clarity. It helps calm your body down, so your mind and your body just stop doing this all over the place. So why people yawn, people sigh, people take deep breaths when they're nervous, because the body naturally knows it will calm you down. So you draw that breath in, picture it going in all the way down. Breathe in. Keep going. Now, a lot of people get embarrassed about being heard to breathe out. I haven't figured that. But if you want to do it but you're not sure, somebody once held a little tissue in front of my face and said, you've got to blow the tissue away. Now I want you to breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 8. In for 4. One more. Drawing in inspiration and energy. Just stay there for a moment. Looking around calmly, just taking everything you can see. Ease those shoulders. Now while you're sitting for the rest of the day or doing anything else, every now and then I want you to do me one favour. I want you to check this. So where I've got my thumb pushed forward. You'll notice if you get shoulder ache, lower back ache, the moment you push forward from that rib cage, there's an ease of pressure. So as you're teaching, say every 15-20 minutes, you can set a timer on your clock. Just stop. A couple of deep breaths, a couple of shoulder rolls. Breathe in, breathe out, reset, and go again. Just over 10 minutes, the same as a coffee break, a loo break. A little bit shorter than a playground break, but it's just going to reset you for what you've got to do. You can do this as many times as you want during the day. Hopefully it helps. Take care.